Yellow. Blue. Hello? Hello? You want to? It's open.
Hi. I promise I won't be long. I'm just passing by. Is that okay?
Yeah, sure.
Sure. My goodness, you have flowers. Wow. Wow. Where did those come from?
All the way from Manitoba.
Are you
in
serious?
Canada? Yeah.
Yeah?
On the prairies, they grow sunflowers like.
My
Yeah.
goodness. It's something new every week, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway. Yeah. I won't be long, really, but. You want to know what happened to me last night?
What happened?
Well, you know my boyfriend Ashley, right? Well, anyway, we've been together for 2 months, right? And so last night he took me to this really, really, really fancy restaurant in Sea Point. And it was really, I can't remember what the name of the place was, but it was really nice. The food was great. The atmosphere was just electrifying. It was amazing. Yeah, and yeah, we had a really great time, as usual, you know. But then Ashley goes on and does this something so unusual. See, there was this Spanish band playing, right? So he gets out. He goes over to the stage. He takes the mic, and I'm like, oh no, Ashley, please get down before you embarrass yourself. Anyway, as confident as ever, he starts singing, I love you, and all these things in Spanish.
The language of love.
I didn't know, and I had no idea he could speak Spanish. And I'm like, you can speak Spanish? And he's like, duh. It was so amazing. And anyway, I'm thinking, sure, this is amazing. I had no idea. I mean, I only knew about English and Afrikaans. I never knew. Anyway, and I'm like, yeah, this man is a lot more interesting than I thought he was. Anyway, he comes back to the table and we carry on talking, and I'm just mesmerized by all of this, you know, beautiful, romantic. Yeah. Well, you want to know what happened next? Well, okay, I'll be quick, right? Just passing by. Now, out of his pocket, right, he whips out this beautiful box, like wrapped in some red silky cloth, like really beautiful, like this bright red that shouts at you. And I'm thinking, I'm getting a new necklace today. Yeah. Anyway, so he takes this thing out. And earlier I'd received like this beautiful bunch of red roses. So I'm like, this is getting better. So it turns out there's a ring in there. Hello. The real thing, I mean, with like the Shimansky, like real stuff. And I'm thinking, actually this stuff is expensive. Like, where did you get the money for this? Before I could think or ask questions, he goes down on his knees and he says, okay. and I do want to get married someday. But now, with him, I mean, we've only known each other for 2 months. Yeah. I mean, I do love him and everything, and we had great times together, and I mean, he's a great guy. He's like full of surprises, and you know, unpredictable. Yeah, and I like that about him. So anyway, we're just sitting there, staring into each other's eyes. I haven't said nothing to him. I just all these thoughts racing through my head, and I'm thinking, my word, what if you HIV positive? You know? And I mean, he's never even had a test. None of us have. Like, it's never been important before, but now I think it is. It is important now. So, anyway, before I could say anything or even think clearly, this group of Americans just show up and take over the table next to us, and as usual, they just invade the space and make their presence known. Now, that didn't go down very well with Ashley. You know how he can't stand Americans? You know? You do know? Do you know how it happened? No. I never told you your story. Oh, goodness. It turns out, you know, when he was in the States earlier this year, apparently he was mistaken for this guy, an American guy, and I don't know how they could get that wrong, because he doesn't even have an American accent. But they mistook him for this guy who's been smuggling drugs in and out of the country. And he kept telling them, I'm not American. And anyway, to cut the long story short, he eventually had to spend 5 hours in jail while they were verifying whether he was who he actually said he was. And, and they didn't even apologize for it. So, needless to say, since that day, he's been put off American for life.
Fair enough.
Yeah. So, at that point, we had to leave, unfortunately, the whole romantic thing gone. And he said, you know, oh, bloody Americans, why do they always avoid everything? So, yeah, he then gave me like 24 hours to decide. You know how he has this belief that if you don't respond within 24 hours, even if you say yes, the marriage is just doomed. Okay, so now it was 8 o'clock last night, and what's the time? 4. Before 8 o'clock tonight, I want to know.
So what are you going to say?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's late. We're supposed to be here. It's 3:45. I don't know. What do you think I should do?
Love him.
Well, yeah.
You trust him?
Yeah.
I do.
That could be good.
My goodness. Okay, that must be him. I don't know what I'm going to say. Okay. Sorry, I asked him to use your phone. You know. Hello, Ashley? Okay, I'm coming. Are you waiting outside? Okay, I'm coming now. I love you too. I have to go. Good luck. Keep doing it, man. Thank you for listening. Ciao.
Ciao. Get to